Welcome, welcome Geminis and Soulmate. I am Key and this is our doorway. Before we enter the doorway, walk through the portal towards the Akashic Records libraries. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, Geminis. This is a reading, and like all readings, some are used for entertainment purposes. Yet, if this reading resonates with you, press the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe to the video, and reading to others. As your key, it is my honor to remind us that we hold the 12 zodiacs within us. Just like the 12 hours of the day, we know, or we want to know, which one activates at a given time. So, definitely check out Keykey's Doorway, other zodiac signs that you feel is connected to you at this moment, or whatever moment you are reading, or would like to have a better knowledge of where you're going and who you are. I also provide past, present, and soulmate readings, life coach, and many other services. It's in the description box below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box or Gmail me at keykeys.doorway@gmail. That's also in the description box below. So let's get started. Geminis, the gem of the world. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does the Akashic Records want? Okay, excuse me. What will be taking place emotionally, energetically for Mr. and Miss Gemini and Soulmate for January the 1st to January the 15th, 2019? What actions will be taking place? Emotionally, energetically. Okay. Let's see if we have the tablets, the records. Let's see. Yes, we do. Okay. All right, gems. Soulmate. Masculine Gemini, your present gift from the Akashic Library of yourself, of who you are, is of spirituality and religion. Spirituality, what calls our spirit to want to learn, what our spirit wants to learn. Spirit can want to learn Buddhism, Taoism, Torah, deities, mythologies, social principles that resonate with the soul has been your calling, or has been connected to you for lifetimes. And in this life, as your present gift, it is helping you to light your way. Everything that you learned through spiritual teachings from the time you were young to now has helped you to be successful, stable, or more secure in your walk through life. And spirituality Kabbalah, Christianity, Islam, paganism, Celtic. That's spiritual, but it can be religion. Spiritual acupuncture, healing, religion, voodoo, Santa Maria, Kemetic, everything that is the yin and yang, the day and night that you hold, any spiritual religion is like day and night to you. It is both needed and used. That's how we operate as a human being. We cannot deny the sun and we cannot shun the moon. If we did, then how would we have air? Gems, you know this all too well. This is why it's a present gift to you, because of the knowledge of how you have known that. Female Geminis, from your Akashic Records, you are a Native American. You are the native tongue. You are the translator for people, for tribes, for communities, for countries. You are that chief, the one that people go to not only understand who they are, but to translate in, to figure out how to transform what they are learning in a physical way. Someone had to have thought of this teepee as a thought. Jim, you know this. Someone had to figure out how to make this thought physical. What do we normally have in that native time? Sticks and soil, ink, dirt, to actually draw out how a teepee could look. One shape comes to mind is a triangle. Learning about shapes and how to blend different shapes to make a home. That requires different trainings and different knowledge, like your masculine counterpart. Gems, you are what germinates the ground you walk on. You are the germination of governments being made and how they were made. You hold that native knowledge, that ancient and current knowledge. It's something you research and know very personally. Soulmate, like your masculine and feminine, you embody health. You know, like the snake, it sheds skin. It knows why it sheds its skin, to make new. It knows it must feel pain to understand the newness, the strong skin that is being made underneath, that wants to come out. You have and hold ancient and future knowledge of health. Health, like Paul Mooney says, health is wealth. Like a doctor would say, or a spiritual teacher will say, or someone that knows about spirituality and religion will say, that health makes wealth. Health. 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 What does it heal? What does it heal? The womb of mother, the womb of the environment, our mind. We are constantly learning and shedding and replacing new data in our minds to make a new branch more solid. You are that activator. You are the phallus in knowing what it is and how creation, why creation is relevant, and why old is not or should not be seen as oppressed. Old should be looked at as opportunity to stabilize and learn from and help evolve and transition. Old school and new school both say school in it. You know that, soulmate. How, from your spiritual knowledge and from your present gifts to yourself, Trinity, we'll be using the first 2 weeks in January. First week, masculine gem. Wow. You know that you have hidden and outward knowledge that you can use in your environment. You figured out, and you will be figuring out the first week, emotionally, energetically, how to merge your spiritual and religious knowledge into your environment. A lot of people think spirituality and religion is either dull or oppressed or suppressed or limited, but it's in the eyes of the beholder that make it such. It is through creativity, through collaborations where we make theater, we make movies, we make music, we make languages, we make translations, we make travel, learning of the stars, everything that you know, masculine gem. You're figuring out, like your feminine counterpart, how to germinate that into the world. So, you're seeing and you're becoming more generous, more professional in your enterprise, in your endeavors. You're being responsible of your environment, of your enterprise, of your entrepreneurship influence, and becoming even more practical on your purpose and even your path in taking. First week, masculine gem, you are a successful time. Confidently accepting opportunities you are offered that connect to who you are and how you want to be recognized and how you want to walk in your environment. Those are the ones you're accepting as opportunities. You have the Midas touch. Whatever you touch will be not only material gain, but a manifestation of how you really want your world to be. You're a king, a king, a king. You're not a rookie anymore. You're not a pawn anymore. You're not a knight anymore. You're a king. Does not mean that from which you have came from, you cannot utilize and see how to work to your benefit. That's where we get the foot soldiers and the collaborators to really push your purpose forward. Female gems. Your knowledge of being a chief, a chief executive of your office, of your operation. You are the chief of operation. That now you know how to release what doesn't serve you at this moment and what you can use to cultivate and make or even cure of. Your identity is here and you are in the house of Gemini. You know how you're going to communicate. And you realize the communication is allowing you to release and to find and to be seen, recognized of what you are really going to be rebuilding. Something you're rebuilding. You are Archangel Azrael. You know how to combine families, friends, corporations, companies together. You know the fundamentals in which can make any office, any executive position a family-based foundation, a home. Wow. You are being open to the new direction in which you're taking in the first week. So, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, just like your masculine counterpart and yourself. Spiritual transformation is taking place. Time to move on. You know exactly how you want to move. Move in it. You are that native tongue for not just yourself, but for others. Native tongue. I'm going to check out how to put that information onto Keykey's Doorway reference so we can understand together what native tongue really means. Soulmate, first week. Wow, okay. All right, Chief Executives, Trinity. Okay, see. All right, I see you. I see you, captains. I can see you, chiefs. All right. Chief don't, said the chief don't run. Okay. Jadina, chief don't run. Whenever you get a chance, masculine, feminine, soulmate, check out on Keykey's Doorway, Jadina, chief don't run. You'll see how this can resonate with you on your reading. Soulmate, first week. Emotionally, energetically, you are in the House of Capricorn. House of Capricorn is about family, organizations, building a network, building a business. And your business is connected to your family. Your business is connected to your community. Your community is like an extension of your family. And you're seeing how that can be used in the health department. Hey, soulmate, whoever you are, please reach out to me in keykeys.doorway@gmail.com because I'm pushing in that same direction as well. Definitely would like your information and ideas, and what are you physically doing to make those steps happen. So, you are at a very happy family time in your life. Financial security will be taking place. See, your health brings in that wealth. Health brings in that wealth. You're finding the magic in the things in life. I don't know. Little things in life to me seems like a lot. The little things we have is so much. I may have little, but that's a lot to me. In my personal life, I may have to find a direction in how to take my spiritual practices as a profession. That means I had to stop teaching as a freelancer to figure out how to be more stable in building a foundation for my agency, because I'm not just the only person that's working in this agency. I have many others physically that are working with me. I just want them to be recognized and reimbursed for that, as well as myself. And that's what you're doing. The first week, soulmate, you're finding the magic in the things in life that hold loyalty, love, and lineage for you. That by the second week, masculine, in order for you to have recognized yourself as a king of your environment, you see that you are the personnel of your environment. Personnel is a beautiful thing. A personnel is a person that's connected to companies, connected to corporations, connected to organizations, connected to outreach programs, connected to the community, even abroad, that can help you push your purpose even further, emotionally, energetically, in a physical way. So, how you're seeing yourself and how a lot of people, as they see you as a king, they're recognizing you also as that personnel. They see you as very scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. If people are seeing you as that, this is the time to pounce on it, to use that as a way to be a philanthropist, a publication, illustration, public relations. You are the gem of communication. You are the planet Mercury. You know how to merge insights from above and on this earth and even below. You are that Trinity to help merge every direction of the human matter in every dimension of the form. So the second week, good news about financial matters will be taking place. Wanting to do something more challenging, you'll know what that challenge is by the second week, and that will give you the push to move forward in your new area of study. Female Geminis, okay, you release. That means you know from your communications and what your identity is in that role as a chief. As a chief of office, chief executive of office, you're planting the seeds in your environment to help operate your enterprise. So, seeds well planted. You have planted those 7 seeds. You have connected to the people in your environment that have enterprises, that have organizations, that connect to organizations that you can utilize for your endeavors. So, a temporary pause in action is necessary. To pause is to have a purpose. To pause is to have a place in how you're going to use your purpose. To pause before you act shows your professionalism to you and to your craft. So, you're not worried. And if you are worried, which I'm at as well, in the new path that I'm going with, and walking with you in this, that when we worry, that means this is something to be worthy of. We don't worry on things that don't matter to us. We worry on things that truly feel worthy to us, not because of it, but the influence and the core bond we have of that worry. Once we realize that, then we see, okay, it's worthy to keep walking through it. It's worthy to keep weathering the storm, because as we're weathering the storm, it's others in your environment that's watching you weather your storm and are going to help you in becoming more stable in your stages. But they had to see you weather the storm. You're in the house of Libra, about how to balance out what you do give and what you do receive, what you do become compensated for, and what you want to be given out to receive as compensation for your service. And that requires a little tug of war, a little back and forth, like the waters. And like the waters, we feel the water. And whatever emotions you're feeling, as you're expressing that, the people that are watching you are going to start endorsing you because of that. Let me repeat that. From you walking, even though you are worried, even though you are concerned and discerned, you're still walking. You're still figuring out how to walk and communicate your worries and discernments to others. While still walking your path, people will be endorsing you because of that. You could have laid down you could have just stopped. Even if you stopped, you didn't just completely stop. You paused. Then you pushed through. And that's worth endorsing. That's the type of person that people can relate to. Soulmate. Like your masculine feminine counterpart, You're becoming the personnel of communication. You already a boss of your environment. Now you're becoming the personnel of your communication. Personnel to your organization. Personnel to other companies that can be a collaboration to your purpose, to your endeavors. You're being seen in the second week as very logical. Your honesty is helping people to not only want to be humble in helping you to anchor your opportunity, but to see that even your impulsive action has a purpose. When we react, sometimes depending on who is watching, they could just think we're just reacting. But it's something more. It means that you're seeing how to move forward. And for that, challenging information will become a way to set course